Good morning. Welcome to 365 Days of Richer Living, daily morning reading, meditation, prayer time. My name is Reverend Rafe Ellis. I am the Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader at Columbia Center for Spiritual Living in Columbia, Maryland. Today is September 30th. I overcome hate by the recognition of love. And our reference quote this morning comes from the book of John, chapter 1, verse 5. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehendeth it not. Our reading begins. There is but one presence in the universe. Since it is in and through everything, it must be in and through you. This presence manifests itself in and through all forms, all people, all conditions. This presence is life itself. Its nature is love and givingness. Negation may be an experience and a fact. It can never be an ultimate truth. Life cannot operate against itself. Always the negative is overcome by the positive. Good cannot fail to overcome evil. The meek alone shall inherit the earth. Finally, the consciousness of good must overcome the negation of evil. Finally, it will obliterate everything unlike itself, even as the sun dissolves the mist. Say, I refuse to contemplate evil as a power. I know that it will flee from me. It dissolves and disappears in the light of love. I know that hate cannot exist where love is recognized. I turned the searchlight of truth upon every apparent evil in my experience. This light dissolves every image of evil. The manifestation of good is complete. Love makes the way clear before me. I am guided in an ever-widening experience of living. My every thought and action is an expression of the goodness which flows from my life. And so let's take that into our time of meditation and contemplation. So in this moment, I bring my full awareness to the absolute reality of one, to one absolute reality. I bring my attention, my awareness, my presence to an awareness that this one infinite power is a presence, is an energy. Is an indefinable, immeasurable, unnameable energy of infinite possibility. And that while it expresses in exquisite, individualized forms of multiplicity, this energy, this presence, this power, this substance of creation itself is changeless. That no matter how it expresses, it remains absolute reality. I know this one presence as an experience of perfect love, as indefinable love, as a love that I simply sense in every fiber of my being, yet cannot describe, cannot effectively articulate what it is I experience. I know that this one power, this one presence, this one substance is the substance of all creation. And being the substance of all creation must be it in form. One substance, one creation, one creator, multiplicity of expressions, multiplicity of animations. Every form, an animation, an emanation of the absolute. And everything that surrounds every form is the absolute. Everything that forms the cosmos, that is the space and time and substance between this realm and the cosmos, all this one substance. Whether I call it God, Buddha, Allah, whether I call it the great mystery, Yahweh, Yudhe-Vave, it makes no difference. Because no singular name can accurately capture and communicate all that this infinite power is. It is infinite, having no beginning and having no end. It is eternal. It never began, so it can never end. It simply has always been. Infinite. Nothing to be added, nothing to be removed. It is infinite, expanding its experience of itself as it creates out of itself. And so I know that I am that in form. I am this unnameable, immeasurable field of infinite possibility in form. And so everywhere I go, infinite possibility exists in, through, around, and as me. That no matter my perception of myself, the truth of me remains whole, perfect, and complete, immeasurable, unlimited, changeless, absolute reality, the very essence of me. And yet, being all of that, there is this substance, this power, this presence that is greater than that. And so I am individualized and simultaneously greater than the individualized form that I am. And I just allow myself to live into an understanding, live into an experience where I begin to understand from that experience. I release all fear of this holy, ecstatic, spiritual experience called life. I release any need to create any experience of negativity in my mind, in my body, in my physical realm, in the world I live in the relationships that I have. I release the need, the conditioned need to create such things to keep me anchored in this physical form, in this earthly process. As I know and understand and embrace and embody this earthly process as my divinity expressing, I mentally embrace they are one and the same. And there becomes no need to do one or the other. And I instantly, effortlessly, joyously live into the divine expressing itself in this physical realm. Life unfolding life as this thing I call me. And as I recognize and speak truth to my human self, as I align the essence of me, the Christ consciousness within me, with my human awareness, with my human intention, with my human brain, I feel every cell in my body receive it and relax with this sense of welcome home. That simple shift in consciousness, in awareness, in my use of consciousness allows for that steady relationship of the self with the self. And I experience another level of free, another level of self-knowingness, another level of peace, of the harmonious operation of one. And knowing that there is only one, it is joy that rises within me with the realization that what I speak for myself, I speak for all of life. All of life. And so I speak only of that which is natural, which already exists in every expression of life. Never seeking to influence or change the divine power of choice within us, but rather that simple, glorious alignment of the self with the self. And I am grateful. I am grateful for the activity of law that only knows yes, that always says yes. That is the simple acting out the desires of the heart, the beliefs held in mind, the words spoken from that place of belief, of certainty. Grateful for how creation honors every expression of itself equally, never filtering, simply giving to itself without any hiccups, without any hesitation, without any conditions, simply giving to itself. And so I receive that giving. And I receive it in a state of joyful recognition. I let go of any doubt or fear that arises into my experience today. Let it all go, knowing that the truth is always enough, that the truth needs no defense. I let go, I let go, and I let it be. So in this letting go, in this surrender, join me as we say together, and so it is.